welcome to another video. Today, what I really want to do is sew clothing for myself, but I do feel like I need to be a little bit strict about getting work done before I allow myself to get into more fun projects, making clothes for myself. I don't have much going on today other than the usual stuff that I always do. Just finished doing the dishes and taking the garbage out. I've been going to physical therapy, so I do have to do my physical therapy exercises at some point today, which I really don't want to, but I'm trying to be good about it. I wasn't planning on finishing this. My Page of Wands top, which I've had for so long, had partially worked on, but the only thing left I have to do is little flames around the cuffs. So I'm really close to finishing this. There's a big part of me that just wants to power through and finish embroidering this morning. I have to do this cuff and finish this one, and it's only black outline, so I don't think it should take me that long or be that difficult. But this is something that I always do where I don't really intend to spend hours embroidering something and then I get sucked into it and I can't stop, and the idea of finishing it is so exciting that I just work to a point where I probably shouldn't, because I already am dealing with like injuries with my neck and my wrist. But I might do like a little more work on it and see how that goes. I've been working on some tapestry quilt projects, and I have an idea for one that I want to start using lots of fabric scraps. I really want to focus more on the upcycling aspect of the art and work that I make, because I've been, having fun with painting and especially making clothes for myself and stuff like that. And I'm trying to keep myself focused on my intention of being someone who makes things from repurposed materials. And I also have just so much fabric that I want to work through so that my workspace is a little bit neater. So anyways, I want to make an applique tapestry. I have these dowels that I'm going to cut in half so that there's 2 per tapestry, so I'll make 2 tapestries, but I'll probably just mock up one today. I have yellow fabric for the background. I want it to be themed around like Venus and a garden. I did write down a bunch of themes for my May inspirations, but I think they're upstairs. But I'm thinking about like messengers, angels, butterflies, Venus shells, like goddesses, and like the ocean, but also like a flowery garden. That kind of energy I want to put into this applique quilt, so I'll do that in a little bit. I do have to go to the post office at some point today, so I'll probably do that first. I'd love to exercise. I would love to do some yoga, but I haven't really been able to do yoga to my full capacity. I'm especially in physical therapy for my neck and shoulder. I actually went yesterday and they did cupping, and if you know about cupping, the darker the spot, they say the worse situation it is, and my spots are always so dark. So I have like nerve and shoulder problems, and it makes doing chaturanga really, really difficult. So I haven't even been bothering with yoga unless it's like restorative yoga and stretching. But yeah, I'm just gonna like have another typical day, I guess, and take you along. this is a dress that I got recently off of Etsy, and I really love this style of a simple linen dress cut like a t-shirt, kind of like a shift dress. It is a little bit too small on me, tight in the armholes and the hips, but it looks fine. I feel like it looks like it fits on me, but my comfort level is that I want it to be a little more, I guess it's not that bad. I don't really know if today is a day for a dress like this because it might rain and get a little bit colder, but right now it seems kind of warm out. So I'm gonna pack up the stuff I sold and walk to the post office. Also lately, my hair's been driving me a little bit crazy. I think I'm just ready for a haircut and maybe I want to lighten it again. I was trying really hard to grow out my natural hair color, but I like it to be more like what it's doing down here than up here. And I also have a ton of gray hairs that I either just started noticing because of growing out my natural hair, or possibly I feel like I got a lot more gray hairs going through the winter with Uzi being sick. So I really want to schedule a hair appointment. It's just so expensive. I don't know what to do. I don't really want to try to dye it myself because I feel like I'll end up damaging my hair a lot. Hi. You just hanging out? Yesterday, I made a big batch of ginger tea so that I could have iced tea today. I'm going to put some lemon in it, maybe sweeten it. Page of Wands top. This is the fabric that I'm going to make a little applique tapestry with. I'm using this yellow fabric because one, I have a lot of it. This is from a tablecloth that I thrifted a while ago, so I want to just use it up. And then two, I am trying to mimic the background from the Empress card, which has a yellow background. Now I want to figure out what fabrics I'm going to cut up to applique on top of it. I definitely want to put some green. I already have a white dove cut out from when I was making tote bags, so I'm gonna gather some things, see what I like, and then just mess around with cutting up shapes. Definitely some florals, maybe some butterflies. So I'm gonna just be a bit random and have fun with it. This is the dove I have cut out, and I grabbed a bunch of solid fabrics just from my scrap piles, and I'm not sure. I think if I do the dove, then it's going to be mainly about the dove because it's quite large. So I could have it be about a dove, like a dove tapestry with some flowers around it. Here's where I'm gonna leave it for now. I do always have the urge to keep adding more, so I did cut a few extra stars. I don't know. Yeah, I actually like that a lot more. I have a hard time with negative space, and I always want to add more. Something about this area also is asking for more, but I don't know what I would put there. So I'm gonna hold off for now and go make some lunch. Leftover rice, sweet potato, tempeh broccoli. There's some curried chickpeas, carrots, and onions. And then I have this lemon tahini sauce that I made. And a Honeycrisp apple. I brought a lot of fabrics and patterns into my bedroom and started cutting out projects. So I thought I could share with you some of the projects that I started, but I really just picked the fabric for the sewing pattern and cut it out. Before I start with that, these are a pair of pants that I wear a lot. Elastic waist, pocket, kind of silky pants. These are from Everlane. I wore them biking with my sister a couple weekends ago. I slept over at my mom's house just to spend time with my mom and my sister, and it was a nice day, so Carlin and I went on a long bike ride and I was wearing these, and the leg of the pant got caught in the gear. So it's a bit ripped up and there's a bit of oil on it. Kind of hard to tell, honestly. I thought it was more significant than this. It's kind of subtle. I figured I need to either turn these into capris, turn these into shorts, something like that. I was thinking a kind of long short. I have a reference image on Pinterest of an outfit I thought was pretty cool, and it looks like the woman in the photo has kind of swishy long shorts, or like right above the knee. So I'm gonna set these aside, but this is out here because I want to work on them. This project is going to be this vintage dress, the one with the sleeves. I cut it out with this cotton sateen that's like a butter yellow shade. I'm very excited to start making this, and mostly I'm just curious about how this pattern is going to fit me, if I have to make any adjustments of it and stuff. I'm hoping that this dress works out all right and fits me and I can wear it for the rest of spring and summer. Oh, you know what? I had a bit leftover olive green fabric. This is also cotton sateen, and I made myself a pair of pants and I made myself some shorts out of this fabric, and I have more left over, and so I cut out this skirt, just like a plain skirt. I guess I just want a lot of olive green bottoms right now, and I do still have a little bit of that fabric left over, so I feel like I can come up with another project idea for that. This will be simple though. That's gonna be pretty easy make. Over here, this is a fun one. So I want to make this shirt on the bottom. So it's a short sleeve 70s shirt with a notched collar, very cute, and I cut it out with two fabrics. I'm going to combine this plaid with this plaid, but this is inside out, so I have to show you. It's a yellow plaid, or like a cream butter yellow plaid. A little bit similar to like Burberry, which I don't like. So that's why I'm combining them, because I think it makes it a little more unusual, a little bit like Vivienne Westwood. I am very excited about this one. I'm gonna bump this up to the top of the list. I think that's everything that I cut out. I did pull aside this pattern, which is just a normal 70s shirt with a dagger collar and sort of like a bishop sleeve, I want to say. I was thinking of making a short sleeve dagger collar shirt, and I'm not sure if I want to cut this out in this fabric. This is like my favorite choice for a little short sleeve dagger collar button down, but because I've never done this pattern before and I don't know how it's going to fit me, I kind of want to first make it in more of a test fabric. So I pulled aside some of this rib jersey, so this would be like a stretchy soft button down, which is a little unusual and might be difficult to sew, even if it doesn't fit me perfect. If it's like stretchy, then there's some room for it to be a little off. And I also pulled aside this purple linen because I don't really know what to do with this. Purple's a bit of a tricky color, and this is a stretch linen, so again there's some wiggle room with this, and I thought I could make a cute purple dagger collar button down short sleeve shirt and embroider it for my shop maybe. But yeah, this is a tricky color. I feel like maybe I'd like it as a bottom more than a top, because like it's about what it does with like the colors of one's face, I think, that kind of make it a difficult color to wear. So that's that one. I pulled aside this pattern again, which I made my little Page of Wands shirt out of. I might want to make like a dress version of this or another jacket. I was thinking more of the olive green fabric in this as like a little top to go with the skirt, but I don't think I have enough. I was thinking maybe this fabric, which is like a bronze silk shantung. The only other thing I'm thinking is I have this creamy cotton stripe fabric, or it's a really subtle stripe. And this is dead stock from Mood. I had ordered this to make a tablecloth for my table when I did the craft fair, and this is what was left over, so I was thinking of making myself some kind of simple blouse to wear with stuff for the summertime, maybe like a puff sleeve. There's an image of Chloe Sevigny that inspires me. That looks like a very breezy style of shirt. So I also want to figure out something with this. I'm in the mood to keep working on my applique project. I had originally thought maybe I would start sewing some of these clothes that I've cut out, but I might save that for another day. That's what I've got going on with my sewing projects for myself. And I think I'm gonna end the vlog here because I want to get in the zone and put on a podcast and maybe listen to some music. But I hope you're doing well out there, and I'll be back soon with another video.